Hey, I'm Adam Miller, and I know what you're saying. Another grilling show. Yeah, it is, but there's two reasons why this one's different. First, we're not going to be using some massive expensive grills making odd stuff most of us would never eat. We're going to use the same grills you probably have sitting on your deck right now, and we're going to cook food your kids won't hate you for when you drive in front of them. And second, this show stars me, and I'm pretty friggin' awesome. I'm a guy who likes good food, good beer, good stories, and really that's what this show is all about. We're going to show you how to make the foods you love a little better and hopefully have a kick-ass time doing it. This week we're going to show you how to make stuffed burgers. And trust me when I say, these are the best damn burgers you'll ever eat. So that's it. That's all the introduction you need. Grab yourself a six-pack, a case, whatever you need. Meet me over at the grill.
It's time to grab a beer and drop down into that recliner, because we're about to tease your taste buds and maybe even teach you a little something about grilling. Hold on tight, boys and girls. This is BBQs and Brews with your host, Adam Miller. Okay, kids, pay attention. Here is what you absolutely need for this meal. First, the meat. Ground beef, son. 80-20 should do just fine. Judge the amount of people you're cooking for as far as how much. For this one, we bought 3 pounds and made burgers for like 8 people. The stuffings. You can add pretty much whatever you like into your burger. For our purposes, there was a plethora, that means a lot, of goodies, including brie cheese, Colby Jack cheese, artichoke hearts, sauteed onions and mushrooms, olives, and the staple, bacon. Each person here requested something a little different, and we recommend experimenting. Maybe even try a Hawaiian flair, like saute some pineapple and throw them in the middle. Seasoning. Onion powder, garlic powder, mixed salt. These need to be there. Of course, we added a few other things, but when it comes to seasoning, each person has their own tastes. We can't tell you everything. The buns. It's really easy to go cheap here, but don't. You might not know it, but a quality bun is almost as important as the burger itself. Let's think of it like beer. If you're buying for a big party, it's okay to buy the cheap stuff. But if it's just a few, go big or go home. We used pretzel buns for our burgers, but you can use your favorite. Utensils. A bowl to mix in, a spatula, and a platter for the patties. These monkeys we're feeding here, they don't need plates to put it on, but paper towels sure came in handy. The press. Yeah, we used a stuffed burger press, but it's not necessary, just made things a little easier. You can always make a patty, push a little cup into it, add the stuff in the middle, and then slap another patty on top, but these things are cheap. Like less than $10, and they make things look really pretty. And we're all about making things look really pretty. Last but not least, a bottle opener. You know, for the beers. Now let's kick this bad boy back over to Adam so he can show you how to make this stuff.
Alright, first off, if you got anything going on other than your burgers, it's going to take quite a bit longer. Because even though these burgers are going to end up big, huge, and fat, they're only small patties on each side. They're only going to take about 4 minutes this piece. So if you got anything else, such as taters that your mom put together, you're going to need to put those on first. The grill's already been going. You need to get those on while your prep work's going. So the grill's on. You're going to take the taters, you're going to throw them in there like that, close the lid on it, get back to your prep work on the burgers. So now we get our burger going here. Priorities. You got to take your burger, cut it open, put it in the bowl. You can't just cook plain burger. You got to mix your special sauces and stuff in there. It's just going to be plain like everybody else's stuff. This stuff's been in the freezer for a while, because if it's warm and you try to make a stuffed burger with it, it's just going to be a big pain in the ass. It's going to stick to everything. You don't want that to happen. So, as you can see, we got a variety of stuff sitting on here. We're going to put a very precise amount of everything in this mix. I'm going to leave it right there. Too much of any one of these will ruin the entire thing. So precise measurements is absolutely key. Here's a couple things that I like to use in damn near everything I make. This is Greek. Not sure how to say it, but it says Cavenders on it as far as I'm concerned. You're going to open it up, and you're going to dump about this much in there. No more, no less. It's perfect. Worcestershire sauce, however the hell anyone else says that. We're going to dump some of that in there. That looks good. What else you got in your house? Country Bob's? Secret weapon. You don't have it. You should probably get some. That looks good. Mixed up salt. Yeah, that's sitting in your cabinet for a while. Might as well put some of that shit in there. Tony's. Multiple varieties. Pick one. Dump it in your stuff. Yep. Just like that. Beaumonde. Never heard it pronounced. I could be completely wrong. Does it matter what's in it? No. It tastes good. Just buy some. Experiment. What's this? Garlic powder. We got garlic salt. We've already used something salty, so let's just use the powder this time. Oh shit. The lid wasn't on there. Might be a little heavy. That's alright. We got 3 pounds of meat. It'll work itself out. Dale's. Delicious on all meats. Do I need to say anything else? Dump some of that shit in there too. Now you can't go crazy with all this stuff, because if you dump too much in there, you're going to have the big watery pile of shit right here, and it's not ever going to turn into a burger. So now, you got a mixer at your house? Fine, use it. Use your hands? That's going to work just as well. Dig into this stuff and just start mixing it all in. This is going to take a while. Hey, who's on beer control?
Little guy.
Get to it. It's a key ingredient with every outdoor grilling experience. Beer. There's Old Bay sitting right here. If you don't have any of that at your house, get some. You never know when you might need it. I didn't use it today. The hell with it. It's too late now. My hands are dirty. Am I supposed to open that myself? That's your first warning, asshole. See, now this meat feels no different than it did when I dumped it in there, which means I could probably dump some more in there. Who the hell's got their phone turned on still? That's mine, it's fine. I'm already tired. Oops. Yeah, if you're cooking meat and you're drinking beer, you might as well mix the two. Can't really go wrong. See, there we go. Now it's a little waterier than it was before. Yeah, kind of like my speech. Everyone thinks that looks mixed up well enough. I prefer to just use my hands because it's about to get messy anyway. While I get out the mixer and have to wash something else. Alright, now we're ready to start making patties. Hey, don't touch the bacon. I don't give a shit. We'll cook the fly too. All right, hey, I forgot something. Somebody needs to go get a 1/3 of a cup. Get on it. We mixed our stuff together. Now we're about to start making patties. That's where it gets good. All right, so I got one of these doodads right here. These can be found at most of your grocery stores, favorite big box retailer at the as seen on TV section. Not an absolute necessity, but for the sake of consistency, I recommend you grab one of these things. Your cooking times, you're going to want it to be the same for every burger. You know, you use something like this, you're not going to have that stuffed patty that looks like a big football sitting on your grill that's already burnt before the other one's even halfway finished. Grab yourself one of these, measure out your ingredients, make sure they're all consistent. It comes with instructions, but it's kind of vague. It pretty much reads as figure it out, and that's exactly what I did. But it does tell you 1/3 of a cup. So mix your 1/3 of a cup there you go, 1/3 in there. Alright. You're going to smash it down, make yourself a nice cup so you can put all your tasty shit inside, whatever you prefer. But if it doesn't have bacon, it's probably going to taste like shit, so probably put bacon in every single hamburger you ever make. Am I right? Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Nice cup. Now this doesn't have to be perfect because you're going to have to manipulate it with your hands, spin it around, get the edges sealed. Don't worry about perfection. Just make a little cup. You can see it's done. Alright, we got our bottom patty ready to go. Kind of looks like a cup. Now we're about to make the magic happen. You stuff this thing full of whatever it is you like. Onions, bacon, mushrooms, artichoke. All cooked. The stuff's got to be cooked before you put it in because you got to remember this thing's only going to cook for 4 minutes, 3 minutes, depending on what you want. And if you put bacon in there and it's not cooked already, you're going to eat a nice juicy hamburger with a raw piece of bacon. So we're going to start off easy. Mushrooms, again, precise measurements. Bacon, onions, and what you haven't seen is me wash my hands multiple times, which is important when you're working with a product like ground beef. Alright.
Oh yeah, salmonella.
Salmonella, everyone's favorite. So grab another 1/3. Close enough. You put that in the top here, mash it back down on top, you're going to have yourself a nice stuffed patty. You got to mash this down a couple times. Once it's not going to cut it. And even then still, it's not going to be perfect. You're going to pull it out of there, do the rest by hand. Help her, boy. Hey, where you going? Right here.
Getting you a beer.
No, not yet. Wax paper. Right here. This is Isaiah. He's just a kid. That's why he's so stupid. Alright, so everything's inside right now. Wrap it around a couple times, seal the edges, peel that thing off, slap it down right there. You got a perfect stuffed patty. Move on to your next one. As you remember, taters, they haven't moved. They're looking fine. Now even though this big ass hamburger, it looks like it'd take twice as long to cook, but remember, it's only one small patty on top of another small patty. So you put that shit on there, and you cook it just like you would any other patty. Close the lid down, don't touch it. 3-4 minutes, flip it over. Alright, as you can see, we got a variety of different burgers made here ready to go on the grill, but for the sake of simplicity, we've only put the first 2 on there to make things easy. So, what you don't want to do is open your grill 5-6 times and check on them. They're going to get cooked. Don't worry about it. But at least once you need to open the grill and make sure it's not flames roaring up in there, burning the shit out of everything. So you don't have anything to do, pour out the flames, open it up, make sure your flames aren't too high, pour some beer on it, water, whatever you got. Beer me. How many times? Somebody open this. That works too. He probably won't do that again. Alright, now if you got some assholes that insist on their burger being less than medium, you're going to want to use something at least 80-20, because the higher fat content is going to allow you to cook a burger like that and not be it dry as shit. I'm done. For the love of God, or whatever it is you pray to, do not smash your burgers on the grill. You've seen it time and time again. Someone opens a grill up like they're a professional and they mash the grill down on the... No, do not ever do that. All you're doing is smashing all the taste out of your hamburger, and that's not what you want to do. So please, do not smash your burgers. I can remember the first time and the last time I smashed a hamburger on the grill.
What the hell you doing, boy? I told you not to smash the damn burgers!
Everyone here enjoys the final product. Grilling's all about having fun, drinking beer, eating good food. Until next time, this is Adam Miller. These are turn signals. you're in the Cincinnati area and you like the BBQs and Brews guys to show up at your place, cook you some good food, maybe beat the hell out of your kids, right here. Show up at this address. Send us a line. We'll show up unannounced, destroy your house, get drunk, make a mess, make you some good food. That's what you got to do.